It finally happened. I'm happy it finally happened. Hello everyone, TJV here, and today I'm going to be talking about Minilad. There's something that happened with Minilad, aka by the title and the thumbnail that you saw. But this also involves another content creator and somebody finally calling out Minilad besides it just being me or some small commentary channel. Now, I went to this content creators' social media. It doesn't look like they have a ton of followers, and I don't really know who this is, if I'm being honest. Maybe I should know this, but Big Geuce, depending on however you pronounce that G, almost 20,000 followers on Twitter and 20,000+ followers on Twitch. But anyways, it doesn't really matter on their follower count. They just get a lot of engagement with their tweets that they ended up making about Minilad, and we're gonna read the tweets and we're gonna see why they got so much engagement. Well, we know why. It's because he has a following that looks at his tweets. But we're going to see why certain people commented what they ended up commenting. So this is where the original tweet starts. It starts with this. It starts with the image he took of Minilad streaming recently. Minilad still streams on YouTube. He's going live in 48 minutes. I cannot be held responsible for what you do with this information. Pretty much putting it out there saying, hey, Minilad is still live on YouTube, and he's still streaming. Minilad's still making content. He's still doing all of that. Then what he says next is, I will also say you definitely shouldn't retweet this. Lord knows if Twitter got a hold of this information, Mr. Craig Thompson would have quite the bad time. I wish @Minilad would come back from cancellation so I can go back to harassing him daily for being a child predator. Now, having said all of what his tweets are, what are my opinions on it? The only thing I really don't agree with is like the harassing him on a daily basis for being a child predator. I wouldn't go out of my way to be classified as harassing him or whatever. I would certainly make videos talking about it and tweet about it and try to spread the word so everybody knows that he is a you-know-what. But I wouldn't be going up to his videos and live streams all the time. Besides that, I agree with almost everything else here. And I'm happy that this person's doing something about it. Now, we're going to start getting into some of the replies, which these replies are very similar to what I get in my own YouTube videos. So I can already see people crapping on this guy in my comment section, but I get the same type of comments in my YouTube section all the time. You think he cares what you think? That's hilarious. Keep doing it though. You are wasting your time. And then he goes after, you know, who this random Twitter account follows and looks at the following and saying, hey, you have a blank addiction. But the main part's at the end saying, also, you're defending a known proven guilty blank, which is true. He is one. He received and sent photos to minors. All the proof has already been out there for the longest time, and I don't really need to sit here and like say, okay, yep, this is true. Minilad is this. All I really need to say is that there are idiots out there who would much rather sit here and defend him and say, hey, you're the bad guy, you're milking this, you're talking about this too much. You're doing nothing but giving him attention, you're doing this, you're doing that. Bro, this guy and me and anybody else who talks about it in the way that we are saying we don't like him, he shouldn't be on the platform. Yes, we're giving him attention, but it's negative attention. It's the exact attention he should be getting. But him doing his live streams and doing all of this, he's receiving positive attention. He looks like a friendly gamer. He looks like a friendly streamer. So the more often people talk about it on any platform, TikTok, which I know Ye-san has talked about it. This guy has talked about it on Twitter, and his tweets are getting quite a bit of likes in response to him. And then with me on YouTube, I mean, just as many platforms that could talk about Minilad and say what he really is and what he refuses to say in the beginning of every single one of his videos. Hi, I'm Minilad, and I'm a blank because I sent photos to minors. I mean, that's just what's really needed in all of this. Who is this? Ex-YouTuber / blank. Okay, right here, these three people, he ends up replying to. Big Geuce, Big Geuce, whatever you call him. He's kind of sitting here condoning people go to his stream and be able to talk in the chat, which is sub-only mode. He's telling people to subscribe, and he says it's time to get an alt account, but he's saying he's just raw dogging out on the main, meaning he's just going to use his main account over there, which again, all of this is fine. If he wants to end up sitting here and telling people we should be going to his live streams and telling him that he did wrong and telling him he shouldn't be on YouTube anymore, then you have the freedom of speech to go and do that. I'm just not going to condone any harassment, bullying, death threats, or dox. And I've been doing this for long enough, especially about Minilad, to know that people have tried to dox his address before. They have sent death threats to him before, and I don't condone any of that. What I do condone is if everyone wants to get together and tell a content creator, no, you shouldn't be on the platform. Which again, most of what his live chat was nothing but people telling him you should not be on YouTube anymore. I would support that, and I don't know how Minilad would react to it, but it would force him to have to say something, which is better than what we're getting now, because we got a piss poor apology video from him.
Hey guys, I don't want this video to be excused as an excuse or victimizing myself or anything like that. No more PR teams, no more anything like that. What I said there is true. I did try to end my life at the beginning of 2017. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for anything. This is not what this is about. This is telling you guys the reason.
We got piss poor responses throughout the entire thing when it was coming out at first. He not only handled it poorly, he also thought nothing of it. He thought we were all just going to forget the moment he started working with sponsors, which didn't work because that Cove audio split speaker that he advertised, yeah, they found out about all this and they told him to remove the video because they don't want to be associated with him anymore. But now he gets no sponsors at all, but now that he's back for like the third or fourth time in a row after taking several breaks between this channel and that channel and that channel, he is finally back and collecting multiple donations, some over $200 at a time, and making extra money off of the random people that are left. And people are saying, why don't you just let him be with that? No, because there's always a slight chance that some new young kid's gonna stumble across his community, end up liking his content, sticking around, and all it takes is Minilad making a Discord server for his fans to instantly be like, okay, yep, there's little kids who are in your Discord server and have access to talk to you. And that is not okay at all. And if you don't believe me, yes, Minilad has talked about making a Discord for his fans at one point. You don't think Minilad in a couple of years is going to want to do another fan meetup? You don't think Minilad's going to want to do a fan mail thing and have little kids send stuff to him? You think that's all appropriate after what happened? Yeah, I don't think so. So, again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of him. I don't really think that I think he's being blunt, saying, yeah, get over there, tell him to stop doing this. But I don't think he's promoting harassment or any stuff like that. But besides that, I think he's just telling people to get over there and start spreading the word that Minilad should not be on there anymore. And you might consider that harassment, you might not. I don't really consider it harassment. You have the freedom of speech to go and tell anybody who you want. If people wanted to come over here in my comment sections to tell me that I'm milking it, I don't find that as harassment. So I don't find it harassment you going over to tell Minilad that he's a creep. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Big Geuce's tweets. Also, let me know what you think of Minilad still being on here and not leaving and still streaming all the time. Let me know if you like this little monitor and if I should always put something up on the monitor while I'm making these videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.